Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking about how one contact with the right person at the right time can change your life. Let me give you an example. 20 years ago, I had a dream of taking my mental toughness message around the world through writing and speaking, but I didn't know how to do it. So for 10 years, I worked and struggled. And then one day, I was introduced to a gentleman named Bill Gove, the father of the professional speaking industry. I attended his 3-day program called the Bill Gove Speech Workshop, and I told him my dream. Bill said, "If you do what I tell you to do, kid, you'll be giving speeches on mental toughness all over the world. I know how the system works, and I can teach you. But you have to do exactly what I tell you to do." I was thrilled, and I followed Bill Gove's instructions to the letter. Within 5 years, I was giving speeches around the world. Here's my point. If you know what you want to accomplish, there are people who can help you. All you have to do is find them. So the first step to utilizing your top 100 is to know exactly what you're looking for. Find your Dream 100, identify the best people that can help you achieve it. Remember, you don't have to know how you're going to connect with these people, just put them on the list. The how to connect process comes later. Once you've made these two lists, it's time to initiate contact. This is where it gets really exciting. Start with your top 100, the people who will return your phone calls, and either meet them in person or call them on the phone. If you haven't talked to this person for a while, be sure to budget extra time to catch up on what's happening in their lives. Share what's happening with you, and most importantly, the primary goal you're working on and you need help with. Now, I know you probably have 22 different goals you're working on, but select the one goal that you think this person can help you with. They don't have time to help you with 22 goals. So be clear and stay focused. Once you've exchanged information, ask this question: how can I help you with what you're doing? And then stop talking. Offer your help and never, never ask for anything in return. I'll give you a for instance. Bob Proctor, the great Canadian author and speaker, has been a good friend and mentor for years. Every time I talk to Bob, without fail, he offers some way he can help me totally unsolicited. And his help has been worth a fortune to me. And get this, he's never asked for anything in return. Not money, not help, not anything. Ever. So what do you think happens? I'm always trying to think of ways I can help repay my Uncle Bob. I call him Uncle Bob because he's like a rich uncle who's always giving me new ideas that turn into money. How can you beat that, right? Bob and I were speaking at a convention together in Atlantic City a couple of years ago, and I asked him about his networking philosophy. I'll never forget what he said. Watch this. He said, "I'm simply obeying the laws of the universe." He said, "You see, Steve, you can't outgive the universe. The more you help other people, the more it comes back to you. It's the law. It has no choice." That's the way he talks. Bill Gove and I were speaking in Kansas City years ago in a packed stadium of thousands of people. We opened up the convention on a Friday night, and Bob Proctor spoke Saturday morning. Bill and I were selling a new video album at the time, but the stadium people closed the exhibit hall before the end of our speech, so we didn't sell anything. So Bob Proctor gets up on stage the next morning, holds up our album, and tells the audience, "Not only do you need this product, but I want you to buy it and study it like a scientist." He says, "Our booth is right next door to Gove Siebold's group's booth. And if you can only buy one album this whole weekend, I want you to buy theirs." As a matter of fact, he said, "If I see you on the streets of Kansas City and you don't have one of these albums underneath your arm, just walk the other way because you're not even trying." We sold a lot of video albums after Bob's speech. When Bill and I thanked him and offered to pay him, Bob turned us down flat. He said, "I believe in what you're doing, and that's why I did it. Besides," he said, "the universe pays me, Steve." I'm headed towards a break, but stick around because when we come back, I'll share with you the strategies world-class performers employ to stay in constant contact with their top 100, as well as how to bag the elephants of your Dream 100. We'll be right back.